kind of had a weird stutter there at the beginning. Yeah, there's some kind of weird behavior with this on the port. There were two things I saw. That stutter was something I always saw, and then there's this right here, a fade to the earth, and then fade back out. I think that was
no, that's art. That's art.
I think that was like a loading thing. I was very confused when that came up. I don't remember that coming up when I first played this, but whatever.
It's supposed to make you think about how the porthole is like the planet Earth.
Are we talking about the porthole or the system port? This is leading into an unintentional pun, and I'm going with it.
Failed, obviously.
All right, don't let me stop you.
So, this takes place before our other missions.
Oh, I thought you said this takes place before women's rights.
Oh, you already know what this game's about, then.
Yes, let's get ready. Pronto.
And this is just after we got hired or whatever by Brian.
Morning. Mondo reporting for work. I'll be starting here today.
To be clear, his name is Mondo Zappa.
That's nice.
Just call him Dweezil.
But you've already got the job.
There wasn't a third Zappa shot, was there? I just remember Moon Unit and Dweezil.
I only know about Moon Unit. Dweezil is totally new to me. Wow, this changes everything. Is that Heidi Klum?
I'm afraid not, no.
First line of defense. We operate solely on tax dollars, so we can't.
Because I don't think Seal's first name is Brian.
From now on, every fiber of your being exists.
Waiting for a better shot of his shirt. His totally sweet shirt.
Yeah, I think so.
I understand!
So, who's our client?
Oh, he wears transitions lenses.
Should be here any second.
Or the texture didn't load correctly.
Hello, I'm already here. He's wearing a beret.
I'm Robert, the artist.
So to summarize, you're living next to a monster. Is that right?
Monster?
So, you're suggesting that this creature is what's responsible for all the recent disappearances?
That's only speculation, of course.
Speculation. The truth is often found buried deep within.
I just noticed there's an accent mark over that speculation that Brian said.
He's French, you see.
Speculation? No, wait, that was more of
Please
Spanish.
calm down.
Yeah, I got a little ahead of myself there.
Well, that's not all.
Was he drawing with his fingers?
He's got paint and stuff all over his fingers.
I see. If you hear children scream in terror every single night, and your window is spattered with blood, then it's only natural to assume that you're living next door to some kind of demon or a monster.
Yep.
And this drawing came straight from our client. It's gotta be the real deal. So, Mondo, do you have it all?
Yeah, I've got it covered.
All right then. After careful consideration, we decided to take on your case. However, I do need to inform you that the function of this office is execution. You got any problem with that?
Execution?
Yeah. Well, this is a monster.
It's a monster.
I'm startled at first. Kind of like, I wanted to just go and talk to my neighbor and kind of, reason with
That
them.
okay with you?
Yes.
Is his neighbor a monster, or do they just own a monster?
The neighbor is a monster.
Oh.
What? Isn't the state...
He's
Like,
knock
they
on his
party all
door
the
and be like,
time,
hey, quit
They
it.
make noise all the time.
Yes, but cleanup of the body parts and gore is.
She also throws her leaves in his
Just
lawn. It's very
calculate the
rude.
expenses at the end.
That is monstrous.
Chief, not again.
A fitting task for our newest employee. Wouldn't you agree, Mondo?
Please check back with our office in 1 week, and we'll give you a status report on our progress. Now, if you could please sign on the line.
But of course, we won't keep you waiting an entire week.
Thank you very much. 。 .
「 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 . 」 It's awfully quiet. I don't hear any screams.
It's a quiet neighborhood.
But something smells
The monster
fishy.
must work as a
Literally.
paralegal to afford a house like that.
Horrible odor.
Monster takes very good care of its yard.
Something's rotting.
You know I'm not a monster because I barely ever mow my lawn.
I pay people to mow my lawn for me. It's hot outside, and I don't have
Will you
room
two
to
be all right?
store a lawnmower here.
I just mow my lawn with a katana. My beloved katana.
Give us a call if things get out of hand.
Do you have you
We'll
named
send
your
Batman
beloved
right
katana?
away.
Thanks.
No, I just love it too much.
Call it the Weed Eater.
The job.
I named it Brian.
Killer is dead.
Yeah, you said that already.
Yeah.
Or was that in the
Now,
future?
where's our client?
Where's our client?
Oh, is this a point-and-click adventure game now? Oh,
Nope.
never mind.
There's a cat.
Is it real?
Just destroy
Oh.
your house.
Oh, there's a rupee in there.
So, we can go onward in there, or we can go upstairs and, Remember one of the mechanics that I was going to completely avoid?
I'm a
Oh.
I was going to avoid the challenge things. If you do challenges, she does creepy stuff with you, and she gets in a really weird outfit. A weirder outfit. She's hidden in levels in impossible places, like boxes and things. But if you talk to her, she gives you blood. So I'm not going to be finding her unless I need blood. So, yeah.
So you're not a fan of universal healthcare?
Nope.
Excuse me,
The
sir.
challenges are
Please,
just
I need
ridiculous and they aren't worth doing.
I know. Have you tried signing up for it?
It's my sister. Please help.
Healthcare.gov. You have if you want to get your healthcare, you have to finish the katana combo trials.
Alice,
Where is she right
My
now?
grandmother had a hell of a time with it.
please help Alice. I'm begging you.
Where is Alice right now?
She was tricked by a scary-looking man. That's why I'm frightened.
You have to trust me. My name's Mondo.
You can't just have your characters say what they feel. That makes me feel angry.
That makes me angry. So this is Alice's sister. And you'll notice the room we came out of, the door we came in from. Oh, box.
She's a Stones fan, I see.
Weird glitch.
Oh.
Yeah, you'll notice the door we came in through was an entryway, and now it's like a big open room with all the staircases everywhere.
You said right
It's
away.
twisted like a
How
old
long
fairy
you gonna
tale.
make me wait?
Yep.
Hansel and Gretel, I believe.
And just come see me.
I was thinking Billy
I
Goat's
have
Gruff.
something special.
Oh, yeah, another classic.
Also, Mondo will occasionally get little filler messages from girls that he's seeing or dating or something. And they're sort of
I've
like-
been
they're
there.
So like, why have you abandoned me?
I've been there. No, I haven't.
Yep. Tough being a playboy. But yeah,
An
all these-
LP boy.
Yeah, but all these doors, they pretty much lead. They're doors to nowhere. Just go where the game tells you. That's pretty much the MO of this. Unless you want to do all the Scarlet challenges, which I don't want to. Oh, hello!
This is a minimalist Scarlet run, then. 0% Scarlet.
Yes, no
So you did
Scarlet
talk to her. Does that count as 1%?
There are 20 Scarlet things, so that's actually 5%, I guess.
2.5, yes.
Powerful attacks that can't be
So we have guard. You know, you can just stand there and hold guard. If you time your guard right, then you can do a counter where you pretty much punch them to the ground.
No matter how powerful an attack,
And this
you can
dodge is just, you know, roll or something. And you see when they flash red, that's basically the sweet spot for, you know, if you dodge the right time, you can do this. If you block at the right time, you'll fling them down, basically. And it's just based upon hitting them right when they flicker red. And you get power-ups to expand on these little skills and stuff like that.
Then watch for an opening and deliver the fatal blow.
And now they're sort of like, no, you have to do this mechanic. So they're just going to stand there blocking. And we can use our Mega Man arm to break their guard.
Oh, you have one of those too?
Yep.
So that's like ubiquitous in this universe.
Yes, I have something on my left arm. It's called the muscle back. As in M-U-S-S-E-L. And a cupcake.
I see.
So, we have a magic cupcake.
As one does.
It looks like the door's opened.
What would you do with a magic cupcake?
Like me personally,
So,
I put it in my front breast pocket.
well, let's just give it to her. Had this in my coat.
Thank you.
Hey, nurse lady, I'm not gonna be getting the nurse
Is
lady.
that woman?
I kind of lose my bearings for a moment here.
I keep thinking that's the MTV logo above her head.
It looks like outdoors inside the room. What a strange place.
Oh, new enemy type. So,
Be careful. As long
these
as
sorts of
it's
dudes, they start off heavily armored. That weird little icon you're seeing there,
Mm-hmm.
that means they're armored, and there's a special skill you can do on regular mooks. The adrenaline burst thingo. It's basically a one-shot kill. You can do it to these guys, but you have to knock away their armor first. So let's just do that. You see that little trigger there?
Yes. I also see the streamers that he's running around his arms like the Ultimate Warrior.
Oh, I'm sad again. Oh, rest in peace, Ultimate Warrior. Those little crystal thingos I picked up, that's experience for getting skills. We'll be touching on that in a moment, actually. Fuck these cats. No.
Is this like a Japanese thing that I'm not familiar with, or
Which?
the cats? The cats around everywhere?
I don't know, I felt like destroying them. We have one more little side room here. Oh, it's her. Now, it is incredibly well animated, but she is actually blowing a light out.
Oh.
This was actually, those were things you saw in the another Suda game called Shadows of the Damned. They were like, I can't remember the gist of it, but they were like a major mechanic on hurting bad guys. So this is kind of like a little nod here.
Every time I put it out, it keeps relighting.
Good nod for all the pseudophiles out
You haven't
there.
answered my question. Quit playing around and get to work. We need to find Alice.
This is the only real Suda game that I've
What
played
you
from
said
beginning to
also
end, so I'm
bothers me.
more of a Suda fan, or
Ah.
Suda fan.
If you can't reach
You know, you have to
something,
show your ID to
your
buy
left
that.
arm might come in handy. But just be careful about using too much blood.
Actually, I don't think that's legal in Texas anymore. What are you talking about? So we have powers on the muscle back, just ignore it. We can also shoot with it.
I see that you could be any fingerprint that you want using the muscle.
Yep, that comes up later.
Okay.
There's just sort of like they're handprint scanners that serve as locks on doors. You see these little red boxes and icons above them. If there are secrets or things you can destroy, they'll light up like this. So.
The dark, gritty Banjo-Kazooie remake.
Find the Jiggy. And I don't know what the heck that is. It's a pot or something.
I think that's a music box.
I think you're right, actually. I think these are supposed to have some nod to Alice in Wonderland, but it's just like a house of candy. But this is something else. Final Judgment is just basically when you get to a high combo level, whenever you kill mooks, you can pick 1 of 4 ways to kill them. And depending upon what you kill them with, you will get a reward of some sort, like a health pickup, a blood pickup, or an experience pickup, stuff like that.
Are they really called mooks?
I call them mooks.
Oh, I thought it was just like a Japanese tradition, like, you know how they call them Goombas? Like, they just called small enemy types vaguely racist Italian names?
Nope, I just call them mooks. So,
Oh, you're the one who's doing that.
That's me. I'm responsible. So, you see there's a diamond, and there's also something at the bottom that looked kind of like a weird medical caduceus sort of thing. That strictly fills your health. The diamonds, I think, just level up your health. They don't heal you. But
Why are you doing this to this poor woman?
I was curious what she'd do.
Thank you.
So now we've given her a bunch of stuff, and... oh yeah, upgrades. This is what we use those little yellow crystal-y thingos for. So we gave her all that stuff, and the piano stairway form, making plenty of sense so far. Okay,
standard date stuff for me.
Yeah. So there's upgrade stuff. Bunches of things. This first page, we don't upgrade anything here, just an overview. This is where we get our powers and stuff. I will get a good amount of these. You can't get all of them in one playthrough, but I'm picking the best one for utility reasons. We can actually heal ourselves doing this, which it'll just use up blood. Which, something I kind of glazed over mentioning earlier, the blood stuff, you get that as long as you attack enemies. Also, piano.
The only song I know how to play on the piano is the Knuckles song.
I don't even know how to play anything on the piano. What's the Knuckles song?
When you run your knuckles across the keys,
I thought
and
it was an actual song. I didn't know that had a name.
Oh.
Oh, I knew you would come
Her.
find me.
She was hiding in the porcelain cat.
Anytime you want.
I don't know.
I'll be waiting.
Women, am I right?
Yeah. But anyways, the healing stuff is very handy because you get blood very, very easily, but health pickups are like kind of rare-ish. So being able to heal yourself comes in handy a lot. Actually use it in the boss fight. Spoilers. Yeah, I'd like a donut chair. I think it's a donut chair.
You see anyone else here?
I met your younger sister, Elisa.
Elisa? That girl. Is she still hanging around?
She was quite worried about you.
Lies.
You're right, that is a lie. All I sense in this house is your stench. It only has
Rude.
color.
Oh my god.
I've met you before.
So this is something that's kind of weird. They don't explain. I guess, Elisa and Alice are the same person, I guess, but she's acting like she just met you here. I don't understand. She said that girl's still hanging
All
around.
of your pain.
So I don't know if it was supposed to be like some
Set you
weird
free.
former psyche sort of thing. I don't understand.
This is all an elaborate commercial for soap.
Maybe. Because she smells so bad. It's just the thing to keep on saying.
Alice, what's wrong? Where does it hurt?
It's my back.
For how long?
A year. I took a vacation to the moon, and ever since I returned,
Wait.
I was picking something up, it was too heavy for me. Now my back hurts all the time. Getting too old. So yeah, the moon is kind of a central thing. Just whenever somebody mentions the moon, just make note of it.
Who did you
It's a
see?
vacation destination.
Yeah, well, if somebody offered to take you on a vacation to the moon, what would you do? Would you turn them down?
Depends. How far is it?
I remember.
Oh, not too far. Good God,
Eh.
that's a really low
Is it
top.
Coach?
Well, I don't think really you have room to be picky if it's a free ride.
I'm out. I gotta do something that day.
Washing my hair that night. Hello.
Really more of a Mars guy.
Oh, she's okay now.
Am I a tortured soul?
It seemed fine to me.
Well, I think you can walk that off. I think I know the problem of your back pain you're having, man. Oh, the cupcake.
Carnage, my god.
My God. So now we're gonna fight a boss, and now we have all of our powers. So now the game's kind. Oh yeah, just guard. Just guard. Only on easy mode.
The lesser-known Lady Gaga hit song.
So Burst Rush is the mash X button thing we did earlier. That's kind of something you want to aim for in a lot of bosses, but sometimes it's not possible. So, if we
wait, no, just guard.
Yeah, I just guarded right there.
No, stop it!
I deflected her leg claw.
Oh, he didn't guard that time.
Some other beat-em-ups have a very solid response if you decide to counter or dodge. This kind of has a bit of a thing of, well, if you're going to be mashing buttons, you can't just immediately dodge. It's sort of like, I'm trying to think of how to phrase this. There are times you're going to see me get hit just because when a monster or whatever attacks, I'm just like mid-animation and I can't dodge or something.
Oh, you're locked in.
Yeah, pretty much. And that's like just a few times, that's just what happens.
That's called dash canceling. I'm familiar with the scene.
Oh yes, offset canceling, or dodge offset. So, another thing, all, if not most, of the bosses had multiple phases, like 2 or 3. I think there's an exception, but I can't remember.
This phase is just her losing her one leg?
Yes, and let me see, she's crawling up on the ceiling, so we gotta use, stun.
Again, women, right? Always crawling up on the ceiling in their chocolate house.
Reminds me of an ex I had once. Climbed up on the ceiling, started spitting spider spawn at me, and I was sort of like, get down here this moment. And then she broke it off with me. So we took off her other leg. Oh.
Oh my
So
goodness.
this form, she spits out little babies. Now the thing is, with these guys, something you might have noticed I had issues with hitting the porcelain cats is the hitbox is strange, and Mondo swings at an angle.
She doesn't need to do this. She doesn't need to have babies to justify herself. She could be a career spider.
What would you do as a career spider? Honest question.
Well, pretty much what she's doing here, to be fair. But
spitting out babies all the time.
Ridiculous. She doesn't have to.
So, you're gonna notice that I'm kind of low on health right now. And right now I'm kind of like, why am I even hacking at these spiders?
You'll have to forgive me. I'm not sure what bar indicates your health. There are several bars on the screen.
Top left, sorry, the diamonds.
The diamonds, okay.
Yeah, think of the hearts from Zelda, basically. They get tinier and they vanish. What you saw me doing a moment ago was actually using my heal ability, because I had almost no health.
I had presumed that it was the blood rose, since blood most closely resembles health in real life.
And you'll see as I'm hitting these guys, I'm actually getting the blood back. You saw I just killed 3 of those dudes, and I already filled up a good amount of it.
So if you didn't have that power-up, you'd basically be in a very bad way.
Yeah,
for the entirety of the game.
When I first played this, I didn't get that power-up for a good while, and once I got it, it was like, oh my god, this game's way easier now. Whoop. And this, almost done. This is our 3rd form, so this should be it.
Killer is dead.
Sorry, I really love that sort of thing. It does that on all the bosses, like I said, and it's really interesting sometimes.
No, it's Mondo.
Mondo's up. Which I find interesting that we start talking about moon unit Zappa, because the moon is such a big thing in this.
Oh. You see, Suda gets ya. That's how he gets ya.
Mm-hmm.
Boss, job's complete.
Good work. In fact, great work from a newbie.
There's something else you kind of notice throughout the course of the game, just something to bear in mind. I don't think Brian really does much of anything in this game. He kind of just sits around and nods his head and is kind of like, well, go kill them, I guess.
Here is the promised object.
He's the Bosley to your angels.
Pretty much. He's the management. And this box has, like, her head inside of it, I think.
Did this guy ask for it, or is that just a package deal?
It's proof that she was killed.
At last. So, it was you all along.
Did you know her?
Yes. This is the woman who killed me.
Oh my
It's a ghost
god!
artist. Don't look at me.
Do not be deceived by the story of the moon. This woman is a natural-born killer. Now my death has been avenged.
So, going by what he says, it sounds like even though her whole thing of going to the moon and getting transformed and all that stuff was sad, from what he's saying, she was already a murderer, and she killed him prior to that or something. Alice was a bad person, and our client was a ghost.
Vanished.
The joke's on us. How are we supposed to get paid, Chief?
I guess we'll just build this thing.
Build the government!
I don't think that'll work, Chief. We need actual money. Can't do that.
So that is that mission wrapped up.
Wow.
The work time's kind of short, but you had all the cutscene stuff outside of that, so. So you can see our Alice bug bonus, our total cool kills. That's cool.
A very unscrupulous contractor charging this kind of rate.
B.
And for B work, no less.
So hard to find good help these days. And, there's our Gigolo missions. That's a thing.
Oh, boy.
It's called a Gigolo mission.
It's Sean
Certified blood drawing nurse. And, yeah, so we can play the Gigolo or the challenge missions. We're not going to be doing challenge missions. Gigolo we kind of have to do for sub-weapons.
Gee up, I think you might accidentally set your IE favorites list to me and ask me to commentate over it.
Yep. And there's a gift shop, nightmare difficulty, no. So I'll just go ahead and show the item shop here. If we back out of that, we can go to the item shop, which has the, oh, actually, let's peek at this. Yeah, no experience from killing the boss. Where? Gift shop has $10 chewing gum. Every single time you buy one of these dating items, get more expensive. So now the second piece of gum is $10,000.
Well, you know, supply and demand.
Yeah, and after every mission, you could buy one of those little level up thingos. They give you like 100 units of like experience or whatever those are, but you can only buy one of them between each mission.
Oh, he has a robot leg as well.
Oh, Brian's whole left side is robotic. He is the bionic man, the Bryonic.
He was the contractor at Willy Wonka's factory. Designed his office.
And next time, we'll find the man who stole the moon.